am alive now. So my live is to start in 1 minute, so I'm just starting out, and I want to kind of go over some of the things that I'm going to hold on, it says hang on, we're telling your followers to join your video. Sorry, this is my first live, and I'm doing this because it was suggested to me to start doing lives on a regular basis when it comes to my oracle readings. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a live. And if you're ever interested in doing an oracle, the deck that I started off with was Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards. It's Kyle Gray. They are amazing cards, and inside it has a prayer that you start off with. You always want to set the right intentions whenever you're doing oracle readings, and you want to make sure you are heavily protecting yourself. So what I did was I saged my whole area, saged and Palo Santo in my area. I have a prayer that I do, and I say, into the smoke, I release any negative entities, any negative energies, any negative programs that have attached themselves to me, my house, or my loved ones. I only allow God's white light in my presence. And so that clears out any of the energies. And then I do a Archangel Michael meditation to protect me. Because when you are open to psychic messages, you have to make sure you protect yourself from things that aren't going to be for your highest good. So what I did this beforehand, because I particularly don't like when people are shuffling or spending a whole lot of time shuffling and choosing cards. And I do oracle, so I don't do tarot. So with oracle, there's an independent message for each oracle card that you get. So I wanted to let those cards fly out beforehand so that I can be able to kind of go over those messages and mark those in the books. And so what I was going to start off with, I don't see anybody on here yet, but that's okay. Because if you come across this at any time, this message is for you. And so the first card that we have is Father in the Sky, or Father Sky, trust in the unknown. So this is your first card that comes up. And what this does, this one represents you and a strength or gift that you have. So I'm going to read that first card for you. So it says, you are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, and intention and emotions you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there are great powers that is not only around you, but within you. And Father Sky is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow marvelous energies to come into your life. So see things from the highest perspective, like the eagle on the card, which, crazy enough, the eagle is one of my spirit animals. So me having this card is really showing that this is very, very important for you to understand that strength. And maybe that's something that is a spirit animal in your life. If you're seeing that a lot, take note of what's going on in those situations when you see it. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there is an opportunity to heal something, whether past or future. And so this is a gift that you have, and it's saying trust in the unknown. So what this kind of talked to me about was I know some people that want to know every detail, even myself, want to know every detail that's coming up. But really the gift is letting life unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. And so you don't need to know the details. What I do is I'm the curious observer of my life. So I sit back and I kind of watch who's coming in, who's not calling me, who is calling me, what opportunities are coming to me, who's reaching out to me. Like, I watch life unfold in front of me, and then I see what doors open and close, and I take that guidance instead of wanting to figure it all out, right? So this is your gift. Your gift is to just trust in the unknown. But I know the unknown is scary, but it's where all the magic happens. So card 2 is Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So this is this card right here. And so this is for your life. What is happening right now? See, that's why it's important to like mark all of these in the book beforehand. So Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself, which this is what's going on in your life right now. And it's saying to connect with life itself. You are moving through a deep transformation, and things will be clearer from this point. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. This is a powerful time. As you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you, it is a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of Dance, is here with the sacred sound of Om to lead you. So it's telling me that right now, rising up, it says, rise up and honor your inner force. Steps are being given dance with the universe. So it kind of builds up on the last card that I just told you of like, just know that things are happening the way that they're supposed to be happening, and let the universe unfold. And it said right there, Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense and connection to life itself. You are moving through deep transformation, and things will be clearer from this point. And that's what's happening right now. That's what this card represents. And so the next card represents something that supports your happiness. Now, this is my favorite card in this deck because this guy is super hot. I know it's a cartoon dude, but I think he's super hot. So this is, it says Trader, which most people, when they see this card, they think that it's a negative card, but it is not. It's exchange energies and create abundance. So I'll read that to you, which I love this card for many different reasons because he's hot. But the universe operates under the law of cause and effect, and is always looking to return to its natural balance. So if you are lacking in feeling of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you are frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself, what can I get? Ask yourself, what can I give? The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy, and it can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days and weeks. So when I started learning about the law of attraction and kind of like testing it out, because that's how it was for me, I was like, okay, there's this thing called the law of attraction. It seems kind of like bullshit, but let's test it out. When I started testing it out and I started seeing how I actually was pretty abundant and I had a lot of things that came to me pretty naturally, and I started like just asking for $10 or let's see if I could, and I would actually manifest it. Then I realized that if I want to manifest more in my life, that I needed to put out as much positive energy as possible. And that was in every moment that I could actually see. So if it was creating content, if it was doing, being a mentor to somebody, if it was giving somebody a compliment, if it was giving somebody an extra tip, any way that I could put out the energies. And I'm doing it from a good intent. I'm not just trying to get money in my pocket. I'm doing it because I want to help people. So your intent is the most important thing. If you're just doing it because you want to gain money, it's not going to work that way. You need to do it because you really want to help people. But the more I did that, the more I focused on how could I help more people with boundaries. Okay, so you're not just going to be giving away all your money and all your time and all your energy. You have to learn to have boundaries in your life and say no, because no is a powerful word. But at the same time, how could I give more to this life? And when I could give more, it like came in like crazy. And I don't even worry about it. Like if I need something financially or anything, I don't worry about how I'm going to get it. I just know that I'm going to focus on giving my energy authentically, and somehow it's going to come back to me. And I'm telling you, since I started learning about the law of attraction 3-4 years ago, the things I've manifested are just crazy. And it was just about switching my thoughts. So what this is saying is this really helps you exchanging energy. So you need to figure out in your life how you can help more, how you can exchange more energy, how whatever it is that you can do to help people because you want to do it with boundaries, then figure that out, because this is going to help bring more abundance in your life. Even abundance is not just money, it's love, it's support. I realized that like there were so many people that did really support me, but years ago I did not believe that. So this is going to be your gift. So figure that out. Figure out how you're going to be able to give more. Okay, and so the next card represents an obstacle challenge you are overcoming. And so you got Isis. Magic manifestation. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So I used 2 different decks. If y'all weren't here at the beginning, both of my decks are from Kyle Gray. And if you ever want to do these on other people, these are amazing decks. They're very, very easy to understand and pick up. So let me... 4. So this is an obstacle coming. You are moving into a space where your dream reality is becoming your outward reality. This is an extremely powerful time, and it is vital to keep focus on the highest good of all. So what this says to me is if it's an obstacle for you, you need to think about if you're going into worst case scenario in your mind, because you can manifest. You're always manifesting. Most people don't know that they're doing it though. So if your mind is going into worst case scenario right now, you need to know that it's very powerful and you need to switch those thoughts around. Okay, you no longer want to relive your own history and or feel unsupported. Acknowledge where you once were and how you have changed that situation around is a powerful force of gratitude that will align you with the universe abundance. Discipline and commitment are important now. Consider that you are moving between worlds when you daydream or create visions of bringing life, enhancing ideas into reality. Magic is manifesting all around you. This is exciting. So it says that this is a challenge. So it goes back to like giving your energy out. So again, really focus on when you are going into a negative space, because it said like daydreaming and visioning. So a lot of us normally, that's the ego voice talking all the time, going to worst case scenario. And we've been repeating these worst case scenarios since we were children. So if this is a challenge for you, you need to really pick up on that. You need to pick up on where you're thinking negatively and then rewire that thought into the best possible case scenario. What if it does work out? What if I'm wrong? What if I can have the best possible life? Because it can happen. It's happened for me and it was happening. But my negative thoughts it narrated my whole life, where I didn't notice how much abundance and love that I did have. So you need to look at your negative thoughts and rewire them and rewire them. And this is the work. It's not easy to catch it and then rewire, catch it and then rewire. Think of like, if you're thinking of like a car crash, I literally imagine a balloon. Like, okay, let's say we all have dark thoughts. And so I'll have like a horrible thought of something that's going to happen to my child or my husband. And I'll be like, there's that thought again. And then I imagine it inside of a red balloon. I don't know why. And then I imagine it floating away. And then I imagine like my husband driving into the driveway and giving me a hug. So I literally start envisioning, because I'm clairvoyant, so I get a lot of messages through visions and in my meditation and just in my daily life. So I don't want to give attention to those negative thoughts, because when you give your attention to those negative thoughts, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the matrix, whatever you want to call this, that doesn't really matter. When you give your attention, your feelings, then you're more likely to manifest that. I don't want you to be scared, but be aware of it, because I would intentionally think that I'm going to go broke, and then I would do things where I'd go broke. So I'd put my actions into it. So really bring attention to that right now. Okay, and so the next card is Arrow. Surround yourself with positive energy. I'm going to tell you, you have 2 cards in this spread that says protect yourself. So that's a theme. So this one is this one right here. And so this is what I believe what your angels want you to know. Yeah, what your angels want you to know. And that is, sorry, that's why I had to like mark all of these, so I make sure I can get to them fast. If you are in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with kindness. Follow your intentions about whom to trust and what to trust. If you are taking time to retreat, if you can take time to retreat or step out of this situation to assess what is going on to be beneficial for you, do so. In any event, this is a time to call on energies of protection to place yourself in a space that feels safe. So for me, when I think of like, what are you surrounding yourself? And then your next card says the same thing. So there's 2 cards, like I said, that say protection. So for me, when it comes to positive and protective energies, that's going with the people that you're hanging around. If it's at work, or if it's your family, or if it's social media, what are you watching? What are you listening to? Are you listening to the news? Are you listening to celebrity gossip? What you need to protect all of the information that's coming in, and protect yourself from negative people, even if it's friends, even if it's family members. You need to really protect yourself in this moment, because if I have 2 protection cards, I even protect my home. Like there's crystals buried all around my home. There's a crystal grid around my house. I sage my home. I'm very protective of my energy and who comes into my space. So that is what your angels wanted you to know. The next card is what your guides wanted you to know, and they're just reaffirming this shit, okay? So this one is Elmorai. Sorry if I messed this up. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So it says spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure you are cleansing your energy before putting on protection. So some ideas of this are, you can do this at any time. When I first had my awakening, I would take like soft baths every single night. I don't do that as much now. I will do it like on a full moon, but taking like Epsom salt baths to like clear your energy, or even when you're taking a shower, like envisioning that all of your energy is being cleansed. Okay. So El Mora is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from drama, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on Elmora and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe, safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life. I also do, you can do it every morning. I do like a bubble. I envision a bubble, or I envision energetic cords being cut off of me, and then a bubble of light around me. So that's another way to protect yourself. You could do that just when you're sitting in your car on your way to work. You can just envision that. And again, it's all about your intentions. So if you're intending to like really protect yourself, you really have to, I literally speak out, I intend to protect myself today from negative energies. And also I intend to keep my mind positive and keep myself out of conversations that are drama or could pull me into things. You have to really set your intentions. Intentions are huge. Nobody taught me that, but they are huge. Okay, so the last card is what your heart wants you to know. And you got the High Priestess. Oh no, the High Priest. Intend and create. And it says, you are a bridge between heaven and earth. It is important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention to and energy at this time is creating your way forward. It's kind of going back to like this whole spread has a theme. You are creating forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept that these are experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by your ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. And then watch it happen right before your eyes. So this whole message to me is basically, it's telling you to protect your energies, the people that you're around, and to watch your thoughts. Because you can manifest a lot. There may be a lot of setbacks that have happened recently, but you can manifest it. And if in those setbacks it seems like the worst case scenario happened, think about, were you thinking that that was going to happen the whole time or for several years? Did you give attention to that scenario? Did you feel, maybe not even consciously, that like you weren't good enough? Or, you know, good things don't happen to you. So now that you're in a space, and right now on this universe, this is a very, if you haven't noticed, since 2020, it's a very high energy time. So it's very important to focus your attention on what you want and create it in your mind, write it down, do whatever you need to do. Vision boards, that's what I teach in my coaching, is we come up with a plan of your future life, and then I just coach people on how do we get those steps. So that's kind of what this whole message is saying, that you need to reevaluate the people, the places, the things in your life, get the negative out, do not associate with negative, and focus on what you want to manifest. And protect yourself. Protect yourself if it's like mentally or physically, you need to protect yourself. But thank you everybody that's here. This is my first live, and I said I would do it, and I'm here, and I did it. And holler.